If you guys like how I do my chart analysis on YouTube and you want to learn how to do it yourself, click the link below to check out the Vee Trades technical analysis course. What's up traders, this is Vee Trades and today I'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Alibaba with the ticker symbol BABA. If you want a chart analysis guaranteed to be done, please read the description below. Also take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more chart analysis. I appreciate it very much. This video is for entertainment purposes only, does not constitute any financial advice. I will first go over what I see in the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So BABA continues to be bearish, so looks like we did get back above the support at that 110 level, because previously there was a range pattern in play and that 110 level was acting as a strong support. Let's go and make this range yellow, and then we broke below it. We came back inside of it back here in the 22nd of March, and then we started consolidating, but now it looks like we're breaking down again. So this is not looking good. We should have seen buyers step in the market and push the market up, but now we're seeing a breakout to the downside. So this isn't really bearish. We are probably going to continue a little bit lower. I'll show you guys why. So we had this nice pop up from the lows of $72, $73 level, and then we started consolidate at this 110 level, and buyers cannot push up the market any higher, and sellers are really strong. So we started consolidating. Now we're breaking down lower. Probably gonna make a measured move outside of this congestion, and the target that I have in the near term is right at the $100 level. So if once we reach that $100 level, are we gonna find any support? Well, there is support here that can push up prices one more time, maybe back all the way up to the 125 level or even the 135 level. We'll have to wait and see. As of right now, it's tough being a bull because the market just continues to want to go lower. It's just very weak right now. So we're probably going to reach that $100 level. This is a failed breakout to the bottom side, so there is a chance of getting a pop-up to the top side. We can get a failed breakout on the top side because we had a failed breakout on the bottom side. This is the first break of this sideways pattern, so it could fail and we could just start reversing probably next week. Or this is the real deal, and once we reach this $100 level, if we break it, we're probably going to come down to filling this huge gap that was created and retest the lows. So we have probably one more support level that prices can bounce from. If it breaks it, you can see below there's really no support acting previously. It can just free fall down back to the lows. You can see that if we zoom out on the chart a little bit more, since October of last year, we've been making lower lows and lower highs. Actually, we've been doing that for quite a long time, but let's just focus on what I see in the daily chart as right now. So you can see that since October, we're making lower lows, lower highs, and this is also another lower high, and back here more recently is also another lower high because it's lower than the previous peak. So the peaks and valleys are just getting lower and lower. So we're still in a downtrend, nothing bullish as of right now. The market is very bearish for Chinese stocks, and this could be a long bear market. So we could make another measure move down or another impulse down. And where would the target be? Well, I have it at the $66 level. So that's my target. If prices continue much lower, that's probably where it's trying to achieve. It's trying to head down to the $66 level. And then from there, we'll have to wait and see if that's the bottom or not. As of right now, we were consolidating for about a few weeks. We had a breakout of the pattern this week. It could fail and we can continue much higher. However, just based on the entire market as a whole and Alibaba just being in a downtrend for about a year and a half, is probably less likely to be bullish. It is possible to get that push up. If we bounce from there, where can we go? Well, like I said before, we can reach the highs of this range. This could be the first move up right here. This could be the second move up. The target is right at the 150 level, but again, that's going to be invalidated if we just break this $100 level and start trending into the mid 90s or the lower 90s. Probably going to come back down and fill in this gap at the $76 level and maybe even reach this measure move at the $66 level. So just watch for these key levels, and we'll have to wait and go from there depending on how price action reacts around these key levels. So that's everything I have for the daily chart. Let's go and wrap this up on the weekly chart. Here we have the weekly chart, and it's also not showing any good news at all because we're still inside of the major downtrend that's been going on since October, or let me see, it looks like October of 2020. So we're almost in a 2-year bear market. As long as we're still inside of this green channel, it's still going to be bearish because this is the major pattern, and you can see that the EMA is still acting as overhead resistance. Every time we came to the EMA and we start seeing red bars, it just led to more selling in the future. So every time we came to the EMA and we saw a red bar, that's when the selling started. So again, this does not look good. Could we get a bounce? Yes, but it's just becoming a lower and lower probability of occurring. So probably going to see more downside in the future for Alibaba. Could be a long-term bear market. But again, if you follow the number one rule of investing, you never invest more than you can lose, and also money that you don't need for a while, because this could be another 2 to 3 years before we start seeing an uptrend form. So if you're locked in with most of your savings in Alibaba, then you're going to need that money eventually. So it's always better to not invest more than you can lose, and also money that you don't need for quite a long time. Again, not financial advice. That's just what I do. I do have a long-term position in Alibaba. I thought that was a pretty good price back at the 160 level, but again, I was being an aggressive investor, and sometimes it's better just to be conservative and wait for an uptrend. But also, if you want to be an aggressive investor, this is the risk that you take. You're stuck in a position that you could have got out before with maybe a small loss, but now you're in a bigger loss, so you kind of don't want to get out. So again, you have to just invest with what you're comfortable with. So again, very strong downtrend, major pattern working for a few years now. What would need to be changed to be bullish is that we get outside of this green channel and maybe make a new low, maybe a double bottom pattern, and then we could probably start seeing an uptrend form. But as of right now, if we're still inside this green channel, there's really nothing to be bullish about. That's why I did not want to say that we bottomed out, because there's going to be rallies in a downtrend. So just have to wait it out. Eventually, prices probably will reverse. I'm pretty sure about that. Alibaba is a company. It's not going to go to zero or anything. They are going to continue to have customers. So eventually it's probably going to reverse, but again, traders are going to be short selling because it's just more profitable for them. The potential for reward is much greater and the risk is low. So they're going to continue to short the market because it's just easier for them. Eventually, when it reverses, you'll see more and more traders switch the bias to be a long-term investor or a bullish investor. So that's everything I have for Baba, and I'll see you guys next Friday. Thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Make sure to check out the rest of the channel, since you might be surprised what you can learn. Leave a comment down below on where you think prices are headed. Also share the video if you want your friends to learn about the markets. Lastly, I appreciate any feedback to help improve the channel, since I want to deliver great content to you guys. See you next time, and bye.